Hello, everybody. We're going to wait a few and try to wait and see if we get some viewers on here. This is the first ever of the Paint by Number Weekly Facebook Live show. I'd like to use this opportunity to share tips, tricks, kind of the best of the week kits that I've seen, and also just use it as a community building environment so we can grow this hobby that we all love and share it with other people. So I'm going to wait a few minutes, see if we get some people on here, and then we'll go ahead and get started. If you happen to be viewing, go ahead and leave me a comment. I know this is shared on a couple sites, so if you can, I'm tracking the comments on the Paint by Number Shop Facebook page. So please leave a comment on there, and I'll be more than happy to acknowledge it. Thank you very much, and we'll get started in a few minutes. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully people will join in, or if not, and you happen to catch this as a recorded version, please look to join these calls. I'm going to be these shows, I'm going to be having them weekly on Wednesday nights, 7:30 Eastern. It's just a time that fits for me. If you view it and you can recommend another time, I'll see if I can make that work also. So a little bit about myself. My name is Don Martin. For pretty much my entire life, I've enjoyed artwork and painting, and the Paint by Number environment has just been something that has just been good to me. I watched my grandmother do them. I watched my mom do them, and it was always something that interested me, is the ability to create art when some of you do or don't have the actual skills to do just straight art by yourself, or the creativity to come up with something that you want to paint. This gives you an outlet. It's a huge stress reliever, and it's just a great hobby to be in. Once again, this stream in my mind is a community stream. It's something that we can use to grow this hobby that we love, share ideas, share tips. Yes, I do own and run the paintbynumber.com, which is an online store that sells Paint by Number kits. But that's not the scope of this stream. I want it to be a community stream. I will be using the store to give coupon awards out to people that are selected in the best of week, or also that like and share the video so we can get the word out to other people. So with that being said, if you comment, like, and share this video, either live or within 24 hours of it being over and being a recorded video, I'll put you in as an entry for a 20% coupon to the paintbynumber.com. That'll save you 20% off your entire cart. So the first thing I want to get into is I want to get into a couple of tips that I think that really need to be shared around the Paint by Number community, especially for beginners. The first one that I want to talk about is brush cleaning and brush care. I was searching around and I found this really nice site on WikiHow that talks about dealing with acrylic paintbrushes. And since pretty much we do acrylic painting, this is pretty much good information for how to clean your brushes in between paints and to take care of them. So I'm going to go through this kind of just showing it, but I'll also put the link in to the chat so people can visit this URL. So let me do that real quick before we get into this. So that's the link to the WikiHow on how to take care of your acrylic brushes. But they talk about using paper towel before you get and wash your brush to try to get the excess paint off. It helps make it easier to clean after the fact. It also talks about when you're cleaning your brush, you want to swirl it. You do not want to try to rub it on the bottom of the cup or rub it on the sides. Just swirl it to get the paint off. They also talk about rinsing it and then using a little bit of soap, dish soap or a gentle soap will help clean that paint away extra. And the last step that I found interesting is even after doing that and massaging the bristles with the soap, they talk about putting a little bit of soap in your hand and rubbing the bristles on your hand to help clean that. Some of the don'ts that you don't want to do is you definitely don't want to leave your brushes in water. Don't just store them there because they will affect the brushes and the bristles. The other thing they talk about is don't let your the chrome areas of your brushes get paint buildup. You want to keep them clean. And that's pretty much the tips that they had on here. The other thing is make sure you keep your paint brushes in such a way that they're straight and that they're not leaned up against something or put in a way that the bristles get bent, because they will stay that way and it'll affect your brushes bad. So that's the tip that I had for there. The next one that I wanted to talk about is where do you want to start a painting? So this has been discussed many different ways. I've seen it on the groups. People discuss this left and right. Personally, there's quite a few different ways to think about this. Some people will say start in the biggest area. Work from the biggest area, the biggest painted areas down to the smaller ones. Some people will say work from the top to the bottom. And the people that say that are looking at that way you don't smear paint with your arms as you're painting other areas. I would say that's more for the active painter that's not going to take breaks, not going to wait for areas to dry. If you are just painting areas and stopping, it doesn't really matter. One of the comments that I really like is paint a number until it's completed for that number. It minimizes the amount of times that you're cleaning your brush and changing, and it also allows those areas to dry before you get into areas that are right next to it. So for the areas of where to start, that's my recommendation, is to go somewhere like that. So the next tip, and this is something that is kind of generic, but people ask it even when they're looking at getting into this hobby. Do you need to be an artist to be a paint-by-number hobby person? I would say no. Obviously, artists that get into this are going to have more advanced techniques and more advanced methods, but it's meant to be a hobby for everybody. Young kids can do this on simpler kits, and some of the harder kits will be extremely challenging, even for artists, because of the amount of areas that you have to paint. So don't be turned away by thinking that you need to be an amazing artist to do a paint-by-number kit. It's meant to be a relaxing, stress-relieving hobby. So just take your time, do a little bit here or there, and enjoy the artwork that you're creating, because that's what it's all about. It's about you enjoying the hobby and the art that you're creating. The next one that we're talking about is about mixing paints. Some kits have blended areas, or areas where you have to mix two colors to bring them together into what you're going to paint. When you do this, the only big pointer that I have is make sure that you've painted all of the places on your artwork that use the base number. You don't want to get into mixing paints and potentially using too many or too much of your paint and not having it for those core areas. So I'd recommend painting your core areas that use those base numbers and then mix. When you do mix, don't mix in the vials. Take it out, put it on like a platter, or if you have a paint palette, put it there, mix just a little bit, just so you have what you need, because you're going to need that paint over and over again throughout your kit. Once again, this is a reminder, anybody that likes, shares, and comments on this video within the live session or up to 24 hours after the live session will be entered for the chance of getting a 20% discount coupon from thepaintbynumber.com. Thank you. The next thing I wanted to talk about, for the people that have any type of gaming experience on computers, I do play video games also. I created an environment that I think will build a little bit of extra engagement in this community, and it's called Discord. So I created a Discord server called The Paint by Number. This is open for everybody, and I'm going to share the Discord link in the messages below so we can go ahead and get people connecting to here. So let me go ahead and get that shared in the chat. So the Discord server is a combination of a chat environment, and it also has a voice channel. The chat environment is for you guys to share whatever you want, to put links to other websites that have tips, videos. You want to ask a question, you can ask it. And as this community grows, we can have experts that are online that you can message and get your questions answered. Very similar to a Facebook group, but it's just an open medium. And it has the ability to have voice chats where you can get on with your favorite painter or your friends, and you can build that interactive community around this hobby. So that's what I created the Discord server for, hoping to see this grow into an environment that we can all build up and share amongst us. All right. My next area that I wanted to do was, I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Hopefully some more people come on here. But I'm going to go ahead and show you a commercial that I came up with. It's just a little funny commercial. So I'll put this up for a minute and let you guys see this. Hopefully you like it. All right, so like I said, just a little commercial that I did just to show you guys. I think it's a nice little interaction of how you can bring things to life through paint by numbers. It really does. It's an exciting thing for me. Like I said, I really do like this. This next segment that I'm going to do, and I really, really like this one, is from the Facebook groups that I'm a member of. I've collected what I felt were 3 of the best paintings of the week. I don't want to be picking these myself. I would like the community to either IM me or post on the Paint by Number Shop Facebook page and vote for what you think your favorites are. But these are my favorites of the week. And each one of these painters are going to get a 15% coupon just because they were selected. And I want this to grow, once again, to something that the community is voting on. It's not going to be me. I want it to be a community thing. So let me go ahead and pull these up. I think you'll like them. So the first one is what I nicknamed the Fox. This painting was done by Sophie Audinart. I hope I didn't butcher the name too bad. I really love the coloring and the combination of the fall leaves look with the fox tucked in. I really love this painting. I think they did a great job on it, and that's why I selected it. The next one, once again, was one that I saw online. It was posted. Really love the water effect. I'm obviously, being a Navy vet, I'm a patriot. I love the eagle in the picture. I think this is just a great overall painting. I like the fact that she framed it. And this painting is done by Kelly Wright. Good job, Kelly. I really like this one, and it hits me being a veteran. So thank you. The next one, I saw this and actually captured it before it was done, and the painter told me they were still touching it up. So I really like, once again, the water effects and the shadowing and the overall color mix is just really done well on this painting. And this painting, called Loons on the Lake, was by Lisa Elledge. Good job, Lisa. I really, really like this painting. And Sophie, Kelly, and Lisa, thank you for allowing me to put your pictures on my stream. Hopefully that we'll build this up, and you guys keep working hard, and maybe you'll be back here. All of you will be getting an IM on Facebook from me with the 15% coupon to the paintbynumber.com, so you guys can enjoy that and keep up the good work. This was really, really good painting. And just so, like I said, anybody within the first 24 hours after the close of this video that like, comment, and share this video with others will be entered into a chance to win a 20% coupon. So good luck on that. I also created a poll. I'd like you guys to take action on that poll if you can, just to let me know if you think that this stream is something that has value and we can build upon. Because I'd really like to see it be something for us, not something for myself, not something for the business. This is a Paint by Number community stream, and that's what I want it to be. I was hoping to have a question and answer session, but as of right now, we don't have any live viewers. So what I'll do is, if you have questions, put it into the comments, and I will try to add them to the tips and tricks section, or I'll try to answer any that I can directly in the comments. That will bring us to the close of this first ever Facebook Live for Paint by Number. I hope you liked it. If you have any comments, good, bad, or other, and you want to help this grow into something more than it is, please comment. Please message me, IM me directly, do whatever you got to do. Join the Discord. I'd be more than happy to pop on Discord and chat live with you there. I just want to really help the Paint by Number hobby grow and get out to more people, because I love it. I know you love it. Let's help it get out there. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed it today. And goodbye.